Good afternoon, wine sales people. This is Wine Sales Guru. I want to talk to you about 3 ways to pre-close during a pitch. All right? It's important that while you pitch, you're not only telling them about your product, but you're pre-closing or testing the waters to see whether you can actually close the sale right now during this pitch. And if you aren't pre-closing, then you're so far from the sale, it just doesn't matter. So I'm going to show you 3 ways, of which there are really hundreds, the 3 ways that you can easily start pre-closing the pitch today. So the first way that you're going to do this is based on the size of the bottle that you're showing. We have splits, we have Prosecchinis for sparkling, Proseccos, we have 750 milliliters. I guess I'm talking really about United States volumetrics. And then we also have magnums. So if you're showing, let's say a Pinot Grigio that comes in both 750 and magnum, and on your sell sheet you have both sizes, but you have the 750 milliliter bottle. During your pitch, at some point, you may pose a size question. Say, now, do you prefer the 750 milliliter bottle or the magnum bottle? Their question, their answer, whether they appreciate the 750 or the magnum, is going to let you know what works for their store. It's more or less getting a yes without even doing the sale. So if you can get that yes on size, do you prefer the 750 milliliter or the magnum size? And they say, well, magnums really sell well here. Done. You have gotten a pre-close yes. You have one step closer to what they need. So you would therefore then go with the fact that you would like the magnum there and you want to work on making that sale happen. All right. Now the second way that we can do this is based on the varietal. Now we have international varietals that everyone knows: Riesling, Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc. Let's say you've got one of those, or let's say you've even got an indigenous varietal from the area that you're representing that day. What you want to check and say, is this a varietal that works well for your store? Now that question alone is, let's say it's a Cabernet Sauvignon, it's a setup question. You know you're going to get a yes for that, and a yes is part of the pre-close. So if you can say, is the Cabernet Sauvignon a wine that works for your store well? And they say, yes, it does. And immediately you can start closing that sale because you've gotten a pre-close already. All right. Now let's say you've got an international an indigenous varietal, something that people aren't necessarily used to. What you want to do is you want to say, now a varietal like this, does it work for your store, or do you have other varietals in this wine style? And if they answer in the affirmative, like, yes, we do have other big, powerful, rich varietals just like this, then you've got a yes. It works for their store. You can lead further in those pre-close questions. Let's say you've got a Ruquet from Piedmont, which is similar to a Barolo or a Barbaresco. And they've never heard of it, but they like it. You could say, do Barolos or Barbarescos do well for your store? And they say, yes, they do. They do very well. You can say, well, this is in the same style and fashion as a Barolo or a Barbaresco. And you say that they work good for your store. Again, you get a yes. Then this is the type of wine that your customers appreciate, and you'd be doing them a service to bring it in. Done. Great pre-close. You have to work on actually getting the sale there, but the pre-close encourages you to do it. All right, now the last pre-close I'm going to talk about today is availability pre-close. If you're in a retail, we're going to talk about shelf space. If you're in on-premise, we're going to talk about menu space. All right, so let's say we're in retail, off-premise, and I'm showing them a fantastic Zinfandel from Sonoma Valley, and I'm asking them, this is a beautiful wine, do you like it? And they say, yes, we like it. And I say, well, do you have any space in the big, powerful wines or the Californian section that you have here that would be good for this wine? And they say, no, we don't really have any at the moment. Well, you know your pre-close is done. But if they say, yeah, we do have availability for this, done, that's a yes, that's an affirmative. You need to make sure you work on getting that wine in there. Now, let's say you're in retail, let's say you're in restaurant, on-premise, and you're showing them a beautiful, let's say, Primitivo from Puglia. And it's a beautiful wine. It's at a great cost. It's going to give them a great by the glass value. and you really want it on there, but you're not sure what they have for availability. So the first thing you want to do is see whether it's available by the glass or by the bottle on the menu. You say, this is a great wine. Do you like it? Yes, we like it. Hopefully you say it more subtly than that, or artistically. They say, yes, we like it. You say, well, do you have space by the bottle or by the glass? Now, if they say we have space by either one, by the bottle or by the glass, that's your pre-close. You need to get it in that restaurant on by the bottle or by the glass. Once you do, let's say they say it's by the bottle availability. That's great. You may even try and sell them on by the glass, but you got your pre-close at least on one of them. And if you can't sell it by the glass, you can fall back to by the bottle. The important part is that you start to pre-close. So I went over 3 very simple pre-closes, which are based on size, the volume of the bottle that you're selling them and what works for them, the varietal that you're bringing to their store and whether that fits their customers' needs or their sales volume, and then also the availability, both on the menu and on the retail shelf. And it's important that you start using these 3 pre-closes and coming up with some more on your own, because if you're not pre-closing, you're not getting to the close, and you're not getting to the sale as easily as you could. And there's no need to struggle, because we all have great products, we have great things to sell, and it's as easy as pre-closing every pitch you do to get a sale every pitch you do. All right? Again, Wine Sales Guru, thanks for coming at you. I hope that everything's going well. You're selling that wine, you're visiting your customers. If there's anything that you want to know, please let me know.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. Pre-closes are important. Every time you do a pitch, you have an opportunity to pre-close. Every time you pre-close, you have an opportunity to make a sale right there and then during that pitch, which is really important to us and helps you meet your monthly goals. If you want to learn more pre-closes, let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe these videos. Let me know what you want. Cheers.